and call it good, really.
So, free ticket. How are the conditions? Doesn't matter because someone's going to go there for free. No,
Right.
It does matter.
It does.
You got to take conditions very seriously, as we can tell by the plumes of fresh snow coming off the mountain this morning in your camp pick.
Oh yeah, we've been making snow around the clock for, I don't know, days now. As soon as the temperature dropped this weekend, we got all over it, and we are going after it.
Yeah.
Going after it. So right now we're on a bunch of terrain that's already open for people. So we're loading it up, and conditions will be great there. Plus we've been making snow on the summit. We've been all over the place.
Now this must be noted, and I don't want to go back in time, but this was one of the highlights of my life. A couple of weeks ago, like right before the Christmas break, we went up in a helicopter together.
Yes.
And we flew over Cannon Mountain. And conditions in North Conway and most of the White Mountains were pretty good. We had a good November, big snowstorm, like most places. I think we got a little bit more snow. In North Conway, it had drizzled off and on through mid-December, and conditions were okay. They weren't that great. We went to Cannon Mountain. Cannon Mountain, we flew over in a helicopter, and I was just blown away by the conditions there.
Right. That's the Cannon effect. And aside from a kitschy little marketing statement, it can be a real thing. It's upslope snow that we get. Snow's forced uphill and drops right on Cannon Mountain, and that's what was going on right there. It was at the end of a storm, and it just kept snowing. The summit was in a cloud. We got some rime on top of some snow, and then it snowed a little bit more. And yeah, that was at the point where we had everything open except for 2 or 3 trails.
All right.
That included glades and everything.
And I guess that's kind of my point, because the conditions, everybody got a little bit of rain this past week, but where you guys started from before that was just about 100% open.
Right.
So with a little snowmaking, you guys the conditions are going to be really good.
So some of the
really
trails,
soon.
there's a lot of that natural snow still hanging around. So when we go back to make snow on it, it's going to come into it a lot faster and get open quickly. So we do have that advantage at times where it's only snowing in a very specific region right around Cannon, and it's always worth checking the webcam, checking our snow report to see what's going on when you're trying to decide where to go.
Cannon's known for snow, for value as well. You guys have a great deal going on right now.
We have an incredible deal on New Year's Day if you can pull it off. It's 2 for
Our guests are pretty good. They can pull a lot of things off.
I mean, they're here. You're here to ski, right? This week, so sleep in a little bit.
Yep.
Sure, but then get it together.
They're probably watching us in bed right now in their jammies.
Right, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because the deal's
okay with that.
The deal's 2 for $74 today. So even if you make it a half day, it's still a great deal during a holiday week. So 2 for $74. If you only are one person, just show up and we will
We'll pair you.
We'll pair you up.
Now, could you also act as a dating service?
It
Could you
probably has
request
happened.
to be paired up with.
You could
If I
meet-
were a single guy, could I say,
Yeah.
"Can I be paired up with an attractive woman, please?"
You could wait there for a while and see if that happened. But if you want the deal, you might want to go with the best, easiest thing, which could be a guy.
That's how we do things
your
in life.
size,
It's the best, easiest thing.
Yeah. So we're here to help you with the deal mostly. If you benefit in some other way, that's good for you.
Skiing and value, dating is low on their priority list.
Yeah. But we'll hook you up if you're only one person, and it happens all the time. People roll in as a single, and we pair you up, and you guys split the cost. 2 for $74 today. So.
All right. So we got skiing, we got value. Let's talk about fun, and I'm gonna give you this little tongue twister I just made up. How many brooks would a Tucker Brook huck if a Tucker Brook could huck brooks?
7.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know. I have no idea what that means, but that's the answer. Yeah. The answer
7.
you were looking for. Tucker Brook or Hucker Brook?
Hucker Brook? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hucker Brook is our mini park that we're working on
Should've
this
said
week.
Hucker Brook,
We're trying to have it for this weekend. It's a little mini park, fun for little kids. It's next to a handle tow, and on Saturday nights we run the handle tow, turn on the lights, and it's $5, and kids cycle around and have a good time. And the great news about that, if you're the parent of the little kids, is also we have live music in the bar, which looks out onto Hucker Brook there.
Yep.
So if you are comfortable to send your kids out there and have them go round and round, you really can't go anywhere else from there. You can hang out in the bar. We also have a movie for little kids. We just we go get a movie and play it in Brookside. It's free.
Nice.
Little kids can hang out there and watch a movie all at the same time. We have a Rockstar Teen Zone where we got like Xbox and going and some gaming chairs and play video games downstairs.
It's like a kid's dream.
Which
you
is
just
cool.
go from playing video games, you go outside, you shred a little bit.
There's a bouncy house indoors.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
We light up a bouncy house. We got a lot going on there. So, movie for little kids, teen video game zone with plenty of energy drinks. if you'd like your kids to have that, it's a free service.
Yep.
Huckerbrook under the lights. And that's the only thing that costs money. That's
what are we
$5.
looking at right here?
That's our fun interactive Tuckerbrook family area map, and you'll see Huckerbrook there, kind of in the center with the orange oval indicating that it's a terrain park.
Okay, so Huckerbrook is the terrain park area at the base.
Yeah, that's the trail.
But Tuckerbrook is the broader area.
Tuckerbrook is the broader area. There's 15 trails and glades. That's the part you're mostly seeing to the right. 15 trails and glades. There's 3 lifts. Once you're in there, that's where you are. So the great thing about Cannon, and it's one of those things I didn't really realize before I got there, and we're trying to really spread the word a bit more, is that Cannon's got this unbelievable resource, and it's the Tuckerbrook family area. And the great thing is, when you're there, you're there. It's separate from the mountain.
Right.
It's connected. You can get there right from the base area, but it's separate. A lot of places have some great learning terrain in the middle of everything else.
Right.
So you put up a sign that says slow zone or fun zone, but it's on the way from point A to point B, and people are flying through there, and it's difficult to learn in that kind of environment. So when you're in Tuckerbrook, that's where you are. The people that are over there are learning how to ski. Their families, that's where the instructors go. My kids learn how to ski there. We could put them over there, and that's where they are, and let them go round and round. And it's really a great resource. And,
I was surprised the first time you showed me that too. I was really impressed. I said, how is everybody not coming to the Tuckerbrook learning area? Because you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the Cannon effect, and you've got this little isolated, smaller mountain, smaller hill for learning, and it's great.
Yeah, and it's sort of down low on the mountain too, so it can be isolated if the weather rolls in or whatever. It's in its own little zone down there. So the kids that have gone through our programs are good skiers. Cannon kids can ski.
Yeah, they like that Miller guy. What's his name?
Bodie. Yeah, Bodie. He can ski.
Bodie Miller. He grew up skiing Cannon Mountain.
I think he was teaching himself.
Excuse me.
But,
I could just cough right into my mic. Turn directly into the microphone.
But we did have, when I first got there, the general manager had his kids in the program for a couple weeks, and he was new, and he was riding up to the summit one day on the tram, and he got off and he sees his kid at the summit of Cannon with the ski school, and he took the ski school director into his office and said, What were you thinking? What are you trying to do? You take my kid to the summit, and he got a little animated.
Yeah.
And the ski school director just looked at him and said, "JD, Cannon kids can ski. You'll find out." And then he kind of took a step back and sort of looked at what they were doing, and in a couple weeks, their program had kids going off of the summit safely.
Wow.
They really have a great program. So
that's fantastic.
I encourage people to take a lesson at Cannon.
All right. And then, of course, if you're just looking for a great terrain for any ability, including especially advanced, I know so many people, Cannon is their mountain. For the terrain, for the snow, for just you're looking for that big mountain experience.
Yep, we have it. I mean, we have what you can see from the road is not really representative of what's up there. Come around the corner, come to the base area. The front can look kind of steep and scary to some people, but in reality, when you come around the corner, 2/3 of our terrain is beginner or intermediate, and there's a lot of terrain for just about everybody. So if you're hardcore, we have plenty of that. And those folks already know about us, But if you're learning or you're an intermediate, we have plenty of that for you too. So I encourage people to come.
If you go to our White Mountains TV Facebook page and scroll down, you'll see that aerial footage, and that really shows the true alpine nature of Cannon
it does.
Mountain.
Yeah, the view that we got from that shot and that angle is just amazing. I mean, that's.
Can you find that, Amanda? Do you have that available?
It's on Canon's website too. On our homepage, there's a link you can click over to see video, and I'm blown away every time I get a different view of the place. I mean, to be able to go up in a helicopter and have the mountains still look huge is really amazing. It's a big. I mean, we're 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
There's no question, and that contributes to the snow. That contributes to the experience. Being a 4,000 footer does a lot for your day.
And the views with the Franconia Ridge right across the street.
It's an amazing place, and as you know, maybe not everybody knows, Cannon is a state park. We're part of the state park system. Franconia Notch is a state park, 6,000 acres. It's surrounded by the White Mountain National Forest. So when you're up there, you don't see lines of condos, you don't see restaurants, you don't see, you don't see much but natural beauty around us. There's the shot right there.
Photos,
that makes it look like it's out west.
Yeah, it looks like British Columbia.
Yeah, so, and that's amazing. But you see the terrain in that shot right there,
Yep.
even though the mountain looks huge, that's some intermediate terrain right there. It's not outrageous.
Right.
So it's a big mountain, but we have something for everyone. So.
CannonMT.com is the website. Talking to Greg Keeler from Cannon Mountain in Franconia Notch State Park, just on the other side of the White Mountains. But if you're coming from North Conway, it's what, 45 minutes?
It's a little bit more than that. If you're right downtown North Conway, 45, 50 minutes, creeping up on an hour if you're taking your time.
Yep. Now, how do you? I live closer to the Conway side of the valley, so I cut across the Kank.
Yep, that's what I do.
At what point do you think is it better to go
the cutoff?
To go 302.
Yeah, I'd say if you're north of Burger King, Shaw's area.
There we go. North of Burger King, you want to take Route 302.
Yep, just stay on Route 302 and go for it.
And it'll take you to Route 3, I think, and right to Cannon Mountain.
And I'm kind of guessing that maybe, most people have just heard like blah 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 blah. Where's the free ticket?
Yeah,
like,
that could be.
What
do they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, actually, skiing it is worth much more than that. So we're going to let one lucky viewer go to Cannon Mountain on us, courtesy of Cannon and White Mountains TV. Call 603-356-6619 right now. Anyone can win as long as you or someone in your family hasn't won.
Is there a question, or are you just giving it?
There's going to be a question. We're going to make them earn it. This is something big. The phone is ringing. Do you have a question, or we have plenty in our? They're probably misspelled, but we have plenty in our database.
Cue one up if you got it. Do you have a Cannon question?
What question do I have that's pertinent to? I don't know. That's nah.
How about the we have a couple iconic tram cars.
Okay.
At Cannon. Anybody can tell us the nickname, and we'll give you some hints. The nicknames of the two tram cars, and I will give you a hint.
Here's my only thing with that.
What?
Is I want someone to win who's never been to Cannon.
All right.
I want someone who's never gone there.
I can.
And of course, and all the loyal Cannon people will know that. We're talking about mustard and ketchup, right? Ketchup and mustard. I just gave it away.
You're after the free ticket.
I want the free ticket. I'm going to Cannon. We'll be right back after. Okay. Huh?
National Forest. Yes.
She's just saying National Forest. National Forest. National Forest. What about National Forest?
Cannon is a blank surrounded by the surrounded by the National Forest.
Cannon is a blank surrounded by the National Forest. You must match our answer, not necessarily the correct one. Do we have the? It's
Cannon Mountain is a blank.
603
surrounded by the National Forest.
356-6619.
Lots of words could work, but it's only the one that we're thinking of.
356-6619. Match our answer, not the correct one, necessarily. Cannon is a blank surrounded by National Forest. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer? Hello?
I'm going to say it's a state park.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I was looking for,
Right.
yeah.
Who is this? What's your name?
This is Mike.
Mike, congratulations. You have won this morning. You are going to Cannon Mountain on us. Where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Bartlett.
All right, so Mike from Bartlett, stay on the line. We'll get your information and tell you how to claim your prize. I've got you on hold.
So people were listening.
People were listening.
That was the point, I guess.
Or I think
you know?
what it was is once I held up the ticket, they turned the volume back up. Like, okay, it's time.
But they had to be listening a little bit, so that's that's encouraging.
If we could leave you with one thing, it's Cannon Mountain.
Cannon Mountain.
Cannon Mountain.
Come to Cannon today, 2 for $74, and then after that, we're always a great value.
All right.
2 for $74 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, non-holiday weeks. If you're from New Hampshire, Wednesdays, $25 every Wednesday.
Nice.
Please come. Take
Very
advantage
good.
of that. That's
My
just for you.
6-year-old skied it last year. It was the highlight of his ski season. He can't wait to ski it again this year
Cool.
as a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So
Come on over.
we're excited. We'll be right back with more White Mountains Today.